And what is going on, everybody? Secret Agent Toasty here, and today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different video. Today I'm going to be talking about both Skate 3 and Skate 4. I know it's not Skate 4, it's really Skate, but for the simplicity of the video, we're just going to call it Skate 4. And I'm going to be giving you an unbiased opinion on both. So I'm going to be playing Skate 3 for this video, but in reality I'm going to be talking about both. Now, just to put this out there, I got Skate 4 when it first became available in the Xbox One store, and I have over 72 play hours in the game. And I've been playing Skate 3 for the last 10 years since I got it on my 13th birthday for my Xbox 360, which, now that I hear myself say that, makes me feel very old. So, I'm going to give you an unbiased, unscripted, full-blown yap session on why I believe everyone's giving Skate 4 too much of a bad rap for what it is. Now, the one thing that I'm really going to focus on is the fact that Skate 4 is meant to be easier to digest. Skate 3 is rough around the edges on purpose, and Skate 4 is not on purpose. So, what I keep hearing people complain about, the difference between Skate 4 and Skate 3 is one of two things. One, the art style is too cartoony, and two, it holds your hand too much. Which, yes, both are correct, obviously. But they're not trying to shit on the previous installments by doing that. They're trying to get more people into the skate world. So 15 years ago, this was considered normal. Go play the first one, second one, third one, like I'm playing now. They're rough around the edges. And not as in like the game's broken or anything like that, but rather just the grunginess of everything. The character gets dirty and you get scrapes on your elbows. The skateboard looks dirty after a while. The walls and the floors all look dirty. They're all not cartoony. Versus on Skate 4, you can just bounce right off the ground. You're perfectly fine. You get right back up. No dirt, no damage, no nothing. See, watch this. And then you just respawn. You don't just get up. Versus, Skate 4, you just get up. Because of, I can't even remember the name of the company for the moment right now. Also, another thing. You have collisions with other characters. Versus in Skate 4, you don't. Everything looks cartoony. Everything looks... It all looks perfect, and that's easier to digest. Back then, games were grungier. Kids were playing stuff like Battlefield, Call of Duty. They were playing, what do you call it? Well, Gears of War. We were playing grungier looking stuff back in the day. Burnout Paradise if you weren't a gun game kid. If you were a racing game kid. Burnout Paradise, Twisted Metal. And skating is grungy. But that's not what the video games are today. Call of Duty has changed. Fortnite exists. Everything's bright colors. Even the horror games nowadays, they're bright colors. Look at Poppy Playtime. That's very bright. Look at Five Nights at Freddy's. That got very bright, especially in the second installment with the toys. It's all brighter now. So younger people who, let's face it, are the head demographic for video games nowadays, and always were, really. They're gonna want brighter colors. I mean, hell, even their cartoons are brighter colors. So it's easier to digest. With all due respect, the person like myself who's been playing the game for 10, 15 years, we're adults now. I got it on my 13th birthday, and I got it 10 years ago, it was already a 5-year-old game by then. So it's not designed for us. Like, I don't spend all day playing video games. I have a job to take care of. I have bills to pay. I have responsibilities. Kids are the ones that are playing the video games, and they're the ones that want the bright colors. So it's easier to digest. And then holding your hand, if you play this game, a lot of the controls are the same. You can do double flips, triple flips, whatever. Let me try something. Ah. Come on. Come on. Alright. Give me 1 second. See, I just did a double heel flip. That is sketchy in this game. Triple heel flip. Because it doesn't hold your hand. It'll let you do it, but it'll let you do it anywhere. In Skate 4, if you want to do a triple heel flip off a little kicker, it won't let you. If it calculates that you're only going to do a double, it'll only limit you to double. I just did a quad flip, and I did it by accident. If I wanted to do a quad flip off of a kicker, yeah, go ahead, you're going to eat shit, but, we're going to let you do it. Like, see? In Skate 4, it wouldn't have let me do that. It wouldn't have let me beat myself up. It holds your hand because kids are going to be playing it, obviously. So it holds your hand a little bit. Back then, when this came out, they were actually pointed towards adults when it comes to video games. Especially things like this. So they weren't trying to hold your hand too much because you're not a child. It wasn't intended for children. Yes, children played them because that's who had the most time for it. That wasn't necessarily really their demographic. Now it is. So it holds your hand because you're a child. And the people who are complaining about it, they're the ones that played Skate 3 for the last 10, 15 years. And you know what? I have something to say about that too. The people who are saying that Skate 4 holds your hand too much, play Skate 3 because Session's too hard. Because people who play Session don't care. They're not going to play the Skate series. They have Session. And if they do play Skate series, it's because it's easier. Skate 3 is a hell of a lot easier than Session. I've played Session. It is a pain in the ass. When it comes to Skate 4 to Skate 3, it's like comparing Skate 3 to Session. So if you're really complaining too hard, oh my god, it's holding your hand too much. Oh, Skate 3 was a little harder. Go play Session. I promise you, you're going to fucking suck. And you're going to look like the kid who went from Skate 4 to trying out their brother's old copy of Skate 3. You're just going to look stupid. Oh, I've been playing Skate 3 for God knows how long. It's all different. So, in honesty, it's just designed to be easier to digest. Skate 4 is like grape juice, and Skate 3 is like wine. Like, yeah, wine is the more sophisticated, more adult drink, but it's bitter. It's bitter, and it's bitter on purpose because, it's alcohol. Someone who doesn't drink very often is going to prefer the grape juice over the wine. It's designed the same way. Skate 4 is grape juice. Oh, well, we waited 15 years. Yeah, 15 years ago, you were a child. And it was what you wanted. Now, you're an adult. There are some people that are full-grown adults that have the time to do that, but you know what? Those are not the people that really need to be giving opinions on that stuff because they're not working, obviously. All the people that are complaining are adults. I only have 72 hours in the game, and that's because I've been playing it since it came out. I'm talking about Skate 4, by the way. But I only have 72 consecutive hours in there. There are some kids out there that have hundreds, 200, 300, 400 hours on there because they have the time, and that's what they're and that's what the game is designed for. It's designed for those kids. But in all honesty, it's just its own thing. Hell, that might be why they don't call it Skate 4. It's because they're trying to rebrand, and which that sucks for us diehard skate players, but it's the truth. If anything, I'd rather it be called Skate Period, or whatever they call it, Skate Period, whatever, than Skate 4, because calling it Skate 4 would be more of an insult. Kind of like the new Mitsubishi Eclipse being a crossover, instead of a sports car like the original car was. If it was called the Mitsubishi Everest, the Mitsubishi Peak, no one would bat an eye. Or if it was called the Eclipse, it would be called the Solar Eclipse, people would care less. Because it's not the same thing. Or whatever the moon equivalent of an eclipse is. Where the sun blocks the moon. Or not when the sun blocks the moon, that's fucking stupid. There's something to it. I don't know, there's a separate equivalent to the eclipse. Where it's not the moon blocking the sun or something like that. Obviously the moon's not going to be on the other side of the sun, but you get what I'm talking about. If they had a different name for it, no one would care. Or if they called it something similar, no one would care. I'd rather it be called Skate than Skate 4, because it's a rebrand. And I do apologize if I'm yapping really weird, but I don't know, this is just what's popping in my head. Like I said at the beginning of the video, this is not scripted. Now, another thing that I see people complaining about is that it's an online game only. It's online only. I don't know why I want to play single player. You can. You're just on the internet. Which I know sucks for people like myself that have terrible internet, and I keep getting kicked out every time I go use the restroom because I haven't moved in 2-3 minutes and the internet caught weird. Something like that. And I know the internet only aspect of it is kind of a pain in the ass. That is something I do have a genuine issue with, but I can understand, because everything else went in that direction. I'm not saying that I like it, I'm just saying that's how everything else is, and if something sells, people copy it. I mean, go look at the Mustang. The Mustang started the pony car, and then Chevy came out with the Camaro, Dodge came out with the Challenger, Pontiac came out with the Trans Am. Or, go look at Oreos. Now everyone's doing cookies and cream something. Everyone's coming out with cookies and cream something because Oreos sell and they're fucking delicious. When one person decided to slice bread, everyone decided to do it because it works and it sells. So, unfortunately, that's just how it is. Like I said, I hate it too, but if I can suffer with it, I think you can too. Unless you've got, like, booty butt internet, which I don't know how you're really watching this, but, other than that, I can understand. Like, if you're, I don't know, you're in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, Idaho, and you've got, like, no internet, that might be an issue, obviously. But other than that, it's really not that big of a deal. What else? Oh, the whole customization options where you have to buy everything with this in-game currency, and the only real way to get it is through getting other currency and whatever and so forth, and it's just a pain in the ass, and it's designed to get you to buy things. Another thing. That's just how games are nowadays, unfortunately. Not trying to excuse it. It sucks. I prefer the old style where you could just go into the pause menu, go down to Edit Skater, and then just go put on whatever merchandise. If I want to go change my shirt to this Baker one, I can. I've already unlocked it. And you can't unlock these certain things because, it's part of the transaction system in the game. Like, you can unlock certain things, obviously, in this game, but in the other one, you have to buy them. You have to get them with the in-game currency. And sometimes you have to pay for the in-game currency. Where this, you can just go do whatever, whatever skateboards. You want this deck? Cool, it's there. You don't have to pay for it, you don't have to nothing. I can understand the issue with that one. That's also kind of a bummy thing to do. But, like I said, that's just how games are nowadays, and that's how people have become accustomed. That is an issue. Don't take me personal. Don't take what I say out of context. I do hate it. But that's just how things are, and that's how things sell. Not to mention, it's free to play. Back 10 years ago, this game was like $30, and I got it 5 years late, and the Xbox One was already coming out, so 360 was becoming obsolete, is the word I'm going to use. It was becoming obsolete, so I had it on an obsolete system, and it was still $30. Back then, $30 for my parents, because we were kind of dirt fucking poor, was a big deal. Versus, hey, I'm going to download this game, Mom and Dad. Oh, how much is it going to cost? It doesn't cost anything. It's a free-to-play game. Oh, okay, download it. So, you kind of have to pick your battles. Do you want the game to be $60, $80 like everything is now? Because nothing's $30 anymore unless it's an indie game. And this was made by EA, so it's going to be like $60, $80. Or are you going to choose to just have shitty customization? Which, some of us haven't changed how our things looked in 10 years. This is how my character looked back on the 360. Basic, just a logo with a yellow board and some trucks that I unlocked. I have not changed the customization in 10 years. So, how often are you really going to? I don't change my customization in Skate 4 other than the fact that it just looks cooler in videos when I have something different. Because outside of the videos, I don't change how I look. I change how I look in the videos right before I start recording. Just being like, okay, well, I haven't done this one yet. I haven't done this one yet. I haven't done this one yet. So, if customization is really that big of a deal, then, you know, maybe it's a big issue, but, I mean, how often are you actually changing how you look in this game? I think that's just about all the issues. Like I said, it's designed that way when it comes to how cartoony it looks and how it holds your hand. It's designed to be easier to digest. And it does have some scummy parts, but, you know, sometimes you gotta look past it. Like I said, the free-to-play aspect and the paying for customizations. Because if customization doesn't matter to you whatsoever and you just want to play the game, you can go ahead and be on stock board, stock wheels, stock trucks, or whatever you get from leveling up, because you can get stuff from leveling up. You can customize with that. You don't have to have the special Adidas and the different suits. You can always just ride stock. Yeah, you look kind of goofy, but if you're just trying to play the game, it doesn't have any special perks to it. It's not like, oh, this board's faster, and these trucks slide better, and these wheels roll better, so you go faster. Has nothing to do with that. Ooh! Before I end this video, there is one more thing that I saw people complaining about, and that's lack of stuff to do. And the story. I completely forgot about that part. So, lack of story, that one's kind of bum. The first game, you were... Oh god. I think the first game you were trying to reset how people saw skateboarding in your town. The second one was you just got out of prison and you're trying to restart your career as a skateboarder. And this one, you're trying to sell boards. I know for a fact this one's selling boards. I can't quite confirm whether I'm correct on the other two. I didn't really play the other two too much. I got them and then I just went, oh, Skate 3 is the one I've been playing. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But Skate 4 obviously doesn't have a story. It's just a bunch of, how people say, tutorial missions. And that is true. And that's a bummy part. That's really scummy part that I don't like. Is the fact that there's no story. But what it does leave when it comes to how it's designed is some of the challenges change. This, I've finished the game. There's nothing else for me to do. Just free play, skate around, which I know that's how skating is in real life, but if you're so concerned about a story in the game to complain about it, then you're just going to be left with nothing when you're done. So the challenges in Skate 4 do happen to change. They change monthly, weekly, whatever, depending on the challenge. So they do live past originally doing them. They leave a little bit to be left on the table, because the Rolstis, the event that was just going on with Skate 4 that just finished, a lot of those challenges took over some other challenges that were in the game already, and now they're different again because the event's done. Now, on this, it'll never be different. I can restart the game all I want. It's all the same. I can redo missions, but they'll never change. They've never changed in the last 15 years. Unless there was some DLC that changed them back in the day. But even now, there's still no change to it. I can go play Skate 4 and there's a new challenge I haven't done because it changed. And now for the lack of, like, the the races and the hull of meat, all that, I can understand. Those were pretty fun. But some of us just don't want to do those. I personally love the races. And I was kind of bummed when I heard that we weren't getting them in the Skate 4, at least not on initial launch. But I can live with it. The game's fun. The game's fun otherwise. Since you don't have races, they did give you, like, weird, wacky shit to do. Like, on the tallest building, I forget what it's called. The tallest building in the map in Skate 4. You can roll down the side of it now. which I know gets boring after a while, but the races, you can finish them all in like an hour. From the first one to the very last one, you can finish them all in an hour. That's about as long as it takes to get over rolling down the building. And they have other wacky shit that you can do. So they kind of replaced it. Not quite, but kinda. And then like the Hall of Meat, you do have something technically similar with the slams or whatever they call those. The one with the helmet logo on it. You do have something similar. It's not the same because obviously they're not going to show bones like they do in this one because it's supposed to be easier to digest for children. Going back to that point. And there's the lack of stuff that was in Skate 3 is replaced by other shit. Maybe not equivalent shit, but stuff that kids are going to be brain dead playing for 4, 5, 6 hours with their friends. You go ahead and get 3 dumbass teenagers, like 13, 14, 15-year-olds, to go play Skate 4. They'll be busy for like 16 hours because they're doing dumb shit. Versus you try to get them to play this, they're like, oh, well, you know, these races are fun, I guess. So it's once again playing to the demographic. Now, if they do bring back the old stuff for us old heads, air quotes, I'm only 23, but, you know, us old heads for the game, that'd be pretty cool. And you know what? We'll play it when we get back home from work. So, I don't think people should be shitting on Skate 4 the way they do. Skate 4 is just not designed for you. Kind of like how the Mario movie, or like the Garfield movie. People are like, oh, that's not like the one from my childhood. Yeah, because it's not meant for you. It's not meant for you. You're not the demographic. The Emoji Movie, back in the day, people were like, oh, that movie sucks. That movie was ass. And it was a bunch of grown-ass adults complaining about it. Like, which, by the way, how old is that movie? If I'm not mistaken, that came out in 2013. Jesus Christ. Did that come? I don't remember when that came out, but I'm pretty sure it's been a while. I know Frozen came out 10 years ago, which is fucking hilarious. I was gonna say hilarious, but it just means I'm getting old, because that came out on my birthday when I was... For the life of me, I can't remember. But, yeah, no, it's just... Sometimes things are just not designed for you. They're just not for you. And that's okay. But you gotta stop complaining about it. With all due respect, unless you're a Twitch streamer, you're not going to spend 40 hours in a week playing the game. I mean, unless you've got no job, then that's something else. But, like, I have 72 hours on the game, and the game's been out for, like, 3-4 months. I'm recording this January 2026, so I'm not quite sure what that time frame is or when it came out, but it's been out for a while, and I only have about 72 hours in the game. Because you play it after work. So yeah, that's just my rant, off the top of the head rant. I didn't script any of this, as you can tell by the fact that I'm rambling and I'm bringing stuff up and, you know, repeating myself and all that jazz. But I'm just hoping that you guys found it interesting, found what I had to say to be kind of enlightening. Because, like I said, I don't think that people should be shitting on Skate 4 the way they do. And I give my reasoning. And I did give proper reasoning as to why some things suck about the game. And you know what? Some things suck about this game too. Like for instance, it's sketchy as hell. You know, you want to do a quadruple flip off of something like this. Come on. It's gonna let you. Versus in Skate 4, it holds your hand and tells you, no, that's not gonna work out. You should probably just do 2. So we're gonna let you do 2. And the flick it system is definitely aged. It's definitely not as advanced as Skate 4. It's like that. That was supposed to be a heel flip, but it read it as an ollie. And that was supposed to be just a regular heel flip, but that was supposed to be a heel flip. It's very touchy versus in Skate 4, it can assume what you're trying to do. It assumes what you're trying to do. Yes, sometimes the way I play, it assumes I'm doing a lot of impossibles because it's just a full circle and I kind of just spam. But, you know, it is what it is. This game is intentionally harder. It's supposed to be closer to, like, real skating. And even then, I have the easier difficulty on, so. But yeah, I was just hoping you guys would find that enlightening. I talked how both games have things bad about them and how both of them are really good. And why you should give it a chance. Why you should just not shit on it. Because I've been talking to a lot of people that are like, oh yeah, that game fucking sucks. It's nothing like Skate 3. And then I tell them, I give them the talk of like, yeah, because it's not supposed to be. And people are like, oh, well, I guess I never really thought about that. Because people are always, you know, it's a skate game. It should be like the last one. When you play GTA 5 versus GTA 4, there's a huge difference there. Everyone loves GTA 5. And you know what? We're going to have the same conversation when GTA 6 comes out. Well, it's nothing like GTA 5. We've waited 15 years for this fucking game. For what? For what? And, like, you go play Red Dead 1 versus Red Dead 2, it's different. There's more story to Red Dead 1 than Red Dead 2. What do you mean by cowboy game where I shoot people has emotions? That's not the first game. First game, you just wanted your family back and you popped everyone in your way. Now you actually got to care about people and you've got honor system. I'm an outlaw. So people are just complaining that it's just not the same as the last one. And in reality, trying to make everything the same as the previous thing prevents progress. And yes, maybe it might be a little bit of progress in the wrong direction. It might be a little bit of copying. But you know what? It's a change. And sometimes change is good. Even if it's hard, change is good. So, with that being said, I think I've said all I can and all I will. So we're going to go ahead and end the video here. I hope you liked what I said. If you think about something else or you want to discuss with me, by all means, my comments are down below. Or if you want to talk a little bit more personal, you want to go talk personal, you know, one-on-one, my Instagram is the same as this, Secret Agent Toaster. Go ahead and DM me. I usually check my DMs, especially since I have, like, no followers. So if you want to go ahead and debate me in person, air quotes, in person, go ahead and DM me on Instagram. Or leave it in the comment section so that way people can chime in as a kind of a big discussion. But without further ado, let's get started with the ending. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you disliked the video, leave a dislike. Tell me down in the comment section why you liked or disliked the video. Talk to me down in the comment section. I love hearing what you guys have to say. Let me know what you guys thought about the video and what you guys think. I've already gone over that, so we're not going to continue there. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon to be notified when I post videos. I try to post every Sunday and Wednesday. Sunday and Thursday now. I've been a little bit inconsistent with that. I missed a day the other day. It was like a week from when this is supposed to come out. And the video before this came out on Monday at like 6 o'clock because I just didn't have the time to edit it. So, you know, it is a little inconsistent. I try my best to get everything out Sunday and Thursday on California Pacific Standard Time, noon. So, I try to keep it all consistent, but sometimes things just happen. So that's what you need the bell icon for. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. And remember, God loves you.